Welcome, everybody, to something brand new and historic. The 12-team college football playoff is here. And an exciting new wrinkle, these first-round games are on campus in front of hyped-up and partisan crowds. Two teams battling for the right to move on to the quarterfinals. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the number 5 seed in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. That one goes out of bounds, a less than ideal beginning to this game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's past the 45. Explosive play. The game moves the ball all the way to the 30. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Space looking for the end zone here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This offense comes out immediately, gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. The returner from inside the 10-yard line. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired today. They'll run it to the left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. And now the defense able to bring him down.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He finds the running back for a 4th down catch. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. On their own side of the 50, they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still's got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Trying to find room. It's Miller. They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. That's a design quarterback keeper. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Oh, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
2nd down and goal upcoming. Send the back in motion. They'll try to run this one in. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Bama. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner will be brought down.
And the TCU offense will take over 1st and
10. And the TCU offense takes the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And he's tackled after the catch.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on first and second down. So you force the offense to consistently have to try on third and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
On third down, he drops to throw. They pressure him and get him. A loss back to the 7-yard line.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. Comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Bringing pressure. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Getting set. Here's second down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain moves the ball to the 32. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Now they'll run it on the toss. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Have one more play here in the quarter. Tailback with another carry.
TCU 0. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down.
Has the first down, still on the move. He moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, they... their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
Two backs now flanking the quarterback. Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Pressure is coming. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Touchdown, Alabama. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
He went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
From the pistol formation. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Takes the handoff again. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did.
Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Back to throw. It's Milroe. And the pass is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Second down after that previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, tie.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the point after attempt.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Extra point makes it a 28-zip lead.
That makes the score Alabama 28, TCU 0.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. The last time they went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points, and they bounce back here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. And he drops back in the gun. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
Here's the toss play now, running left. They keep feeding the running back, but he's had nowhere to go tonight. They've been dominated at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs, and especially corners, that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play in that corner.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. To the air, it's Milroe. Makes a quick grab. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Return begins inside the 10. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the TCU offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the TCU offense takes the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Heading left after the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can.
Oh, the pass is picked off. It's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Here's the second down play. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Catch made on the out route. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. He's found some room with the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, TCU.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, up and good. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 31, set to kick it away.
Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down.
13, and your Alabama Crimson Tide will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. And the single back takes the handoff. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Back to throw. It's Milroe. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Movement at the second level of the defense now. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter and set something up downfield.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Dropping back. It's Milroe. Catch made on the right side. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. So no hesitation by the coach. The offense is out there to go for it here. That's a big gain. Great decision to keep the ball and pick up the first down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Gets rid of it on the move. With the catch, it's Law. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Here we go.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on 4th. They bring him down, but it's simple. A solid gain and a fresh set of downs.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Touchdown, Crimson Tide. To stretch the lead, the route is on. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First play of the drive now from the 25. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. So that offensive penalty will be declined, but the defense, they're happy to take the result of that play. First down here for this offense.
Let's go.
Looking for a gap. It's Payne. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And here comes a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Alabama 41, TCU 14.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Pulls it in. It's Richardson. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Fires it to the wideout. Makes a spectacular diving catch. And the Horned Frogs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down. You see more positive yards after the catch here.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
I'd really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
The Horned Frogs hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. And he'll set up to throw. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get into the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
And the defense hold up here on third and goal. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Throw to the running back in the flat. Touchdown, Texas Christian. This offense cannot be stopped.
TCU.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
That makes the score Alabama 41, TCU 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. Here the Alabama offense onto the field. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Solid run, tagging with the 45-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Running with purpose. Tough running to avoid a loss that just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Crucial third down play right here. Direct snap to the back. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Linebacker shifting around now. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Grab behind the line, it's Miller. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Important second down play coming up. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
A quick throw out left, complete. Good enough for first down yardage. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger.